Hello, my dears, and welcome to my channel. As always, I am very happy and grateful that you've chose to spend your time with me, and supporting my channel is really easy. Like the video, leave a comment, subscribe, or click on the notification bell of when you'd like to be notified of when a video drops. And I hope that you're all doing well, but if not, I do hope things will get better for you soon. But in the meantime, if you want to forget about things for just a little while, join me in meeting the Work Your Light Oracle. And this deck was created by Rebecca Campbell and illustrated by Danielle, Noel. And Rebecca has a few other decks, the Inner Temple Oracle. I did a video on that recently if you want to check it out. I do have a beginning playlist for her because I have a few more decks I'm going to be doing of hers. She also produced the Starseed Oracle, the Healing Waters Oracle, the Ancient Stones Oracle, and the Rose Oracle. And this was published by Hay House, and it was released June 5th of 2018, so it's been around for a while. And at that time, it retailed for $21.99, and the box specs are 5 1/4 height, and across is 3 1/2, and width is 1 1/4. It does have the thumb indents, and for once there is a deck that has the title on all of the sides. I'm really excited when they do this because I stack my decks on top of each other, and it saves a lot more space that way, I feel. Okay, so on the back, are you ready to work your light? This beautiful 44 card oracle deck has been created to help you light up the world with your presence. By working with its 5 suits and connecting with your intuition, you will be able to start living a life in alignment with who you truly are. Confirmation cards give a quick hint of instant gratitude or guidance, Inquiry cards help you tune in to the whispers of your soul. Action cards guide you on what action to take. Activation cards invoke healing within you, and transmission cards connect you with supportive energies. And then we've got some teaser cards, and then a little blurb on Rebecca and Danielle and their socials. And I'll put those in the description if you want to check their socials out. And you are the oracle. And we have this lovely little guidebook, and we'll go into that after we check out these cards. And we've got you are the oracle. And basically the theme of this deck is to help you have a deeper relationship with your soul and the source of all things. And the cards themselves, of course, as most oracle cards, are bigger than tarot card. That gives you a visual of how much bigger they are. And the specs are 5 inches height, across is 3 1/2, and the width of the deck is 3/4 of an inch. And if you do work with reversals in this deck, they won't be revealed by the artwork. Okay, so like it said in the back of the box, there are 5 suits. Okay, so the first 4 cards are the ones that are going to give you the straight out answer. You ask a question. They're like, yes, no kind of cards, but they give you the definite answer. So we'll go through the first 4. And these are just straight to the point. Okay, then the next ones are the inquiry cards, and these will ask you a question. They'll have an illustration and a little line, and then they will ask you a question to ask yourself, to kind of more intuitive part of the deck, to where you're like, you can sit with it a while and think about it, or whatever just comes to your mind right off the bat. It all depends on how you read intuitively. And if you want, you can cut these into the 5 different suits if you want to do separate readings, or you can just read it all together. It's totally up to you. And this is Rebecca's first deck. This was the first deck she came out with too. Okay, then next we're going to meet the action cards. And these are just actions you can take. Not necessarily physical actions, but those are included as well. And these are interesting illustrations. They are. There's a lot to look at, and they are pretty. The color palette is very uplifting, I guess you could call it. I kind of like the collage artwork. It's interesting. That's a pretty one. I like the pastels. It's really nice. Oh, I messed up. Let me go back. So, where is it? I did not introduce. Okay, so we will start at the Age of Light. Sorry. So the Age of Light begins the activation cards. And these are activating who we are at the soul level. Whatever that means for you. Sorry about that. I just got so interested in looking at the cards that I forgot to pause. And yeah. So we already went through these. So I'll just do a quick flip through again. I do apologize. Okay, and then we get into the final suit, which is the transmission cards, and these are different energies, places, or groups to connect with. Okay, and that is the deck. Okay, so the cardstock is a little on the thick side, but it's still good quality cardstock, and it is bendy, so that'll be nice. All right, so let's go through this guidebook. And we start off with the table of contents, and it's got the separation of the different suits. And then we go into the welcome. Welcome to the Work Your Light Oracle. And this is just a kind of introduction to it, kind of explaining the background of it and what the deck is all about. I did give you a theme, but that was kind of like the Cliff Note version. So in this one, Rebecca goes in more deeper into it. And then we go into You Are the Oracle. And just kind of explains what she would like you to get out of the deck and what she would like it to do for you as well. And you can pause and read that at your leisure. And then she gives you a little love you. And then we go on to working with the deck. And this is where the deck structure breakdown goes into. And goes into how many cards and the different suits. Gives you more of a detail of each suit. And once again, I just gave you like a quick Cliff Notes version. But this section gives you a more deeper explanation what that suit represents. And then if you choose to read for other people, this is some guidance. And now we go into a little attunement that you can use before you do a reading. Totally up to you. I look at these as suggestions, if you want to do it. And then she does a activating your soul space before you work with the cards. This is also suggestive. It's just something she encourages. And then we have some spreads. We have an instant guidance, which is just a 1-card spread. Soul Callings, a 2-card spread, and the Holy Trinity, which is a 3-card spread. Decision Maker, and a Cosmic Cross, which I think is similar to the Celtic Cross. Yeah, it's just with doing the Oracle cards. And then we go into the different suits, and she has split those up. And we have a picture, black and white, and then we have the card and whatever was on the card saying, and this is just the meaning and how to work your light. And then basically it's the same thing. Goes into the meaning and then ask you a question to pause upon and reflect, and then you have the next suit. So yeah, that's basically what the guidebook has for you. I'll just flip through it really fast. And then you can become a Work Your Light Oracle reader, and you can just visit her social and check that out if you're interested in going into that. And then we have about the artist and her socials as well. And then we have some about Rebecca, and then just a little blurb for Hay House. I don't know if these work still or not because it is such an older deck, but you can try it. See if they still have it. Okay. All right. So, shuffling should not be too bad unless wide cards are not okay for you to shuffle with. If your hands are just too small or some physical limitation. Okay, so you can do the rifle shuffle, the overhand shuffle, and as I always say in all my videos, there is no right or wrong way to shuffle. Just shuffle. Side by side, might be able to do it. It's totally up to you. You can cut them like that, or you can put it in a fan. These not so much. They're not as smooth fans. Or you could just spread it all over the table and do it that way. So let's go ahead and see what message the deck has for us. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeing the light, laying foundations, and divine plan. Okay, let's see what Anna has a message for us. Okay, 88. Okay. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, was an ancient mystic who dedicated her life to laying the foundations for Christ's consciousness to be woven through all of life. She's not widely known, but without her, Christ consciousness would not be rising as it is today. Anna represents the quiet dedication that is sometimes required to live a life of service. She represents the generations that came before that devoted their lives to dreaming a new world into being while knowing that they would not see the glorious end result. She represents the dutiful soldier, the unconditional mother, and the mystic who can see the thread that is woven through all of life. Anna teaches us that we all have a part to play in the divine plan. It doesn't have to be on the world stage to be significant. One person's part is not worthier than another. One person's part may be to mother their children. Another's may be to gather women in circles each month. No part is better or worse, more important or less significant. We can have with us a seed of light that we incarnated to share. Anna is gathering us all to remember and surrender to that part of the plan. Work Your Light activation. Hold the card on your heart and say, Beloved Anna, thank you for laying the foundations of the divine plan. May the seeds of light within me be revealed, and may I surrender to my part of the divine plan. Aw, very nice message. All right, so that is basically all I have for this lovely deck. Let me know what you think about it. And if you do own it, let me know how it's working out for you. And if you don't like it, you can share that as well. Always looking for other people to give their thoughts in case somebody is interested in buying it, or if they've not seen it before. Everybody's always looking for a little bit recommendations, but that's pretty much all I have for this. But once again, thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I hope that you will join me with another video. But until next time, take care and goodbye, my dears.